So obviously Klaus has taken Stefan under his wing and whisked him away to, on a path of corruption. So we're going to see what's going on with those characters. They're not in Mystic Falls at the moment. So we're gonna see a little more of that, and also I think a lot can happen in a few months. So we're gonna really see a darker side of Stefan as well. How far Klaus has corrupted him and how far he's willing to go. And I think as the series goes on, we'll learn a lot more about Klaus's motives for bringing Stefan along. Right? He's not just done it on a whim. There's a goal behind it. There's a plan there. So yeah, we're gonna certainly find out a lot more about that.
Do you enjoy being corrupted?
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? Having the time of my life, yeah. It's incredibly fun. I mean, it's always fun to play the bad guy, right? But to sort of to do that kind of playful corruption thing with him, yeah. The finale of season 2 was the most. I think that look. When I watched them all back when they were aired, it was the one I enjoyed the most, just because I really got to be playful with it, and to have fun with it. And it's great working with him as well. He's a great guy, so yeah, it's really a lot of fun.
How many episodes have you shot so far?
Just one. Yeah, we've just done. We finished. I think they finished that, or I finished. We finished the first episode of season 3, so we're going back to start on the second one. So yeah, I'm just excited to see what they got in store for me. It was all about breaking the curse last season, for me, and so now I'm starting to learn a little more about myself and my family and all of that stuff. So yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited every time a script comes in. Like, what am I going to learn about my character this time? What's happening here? Like when the first script came in for me, episode 19. And I suddenly, reading it, and it's like, oh, hang on a minute, I'm a hybrid. I'm half vampire, half well. That was like one of the most thrilling moments ever. So yeah, it's just, it's a trip.
Do you think there's romance in Klaus's future?
I hope so. Yeah. I've been sort of subtly trying to nudge Julie and Kevin towards that. I think it'd be interesting, to see a slightly more vulnerable side to Klaus, to see him how he would react with someone. Who he cared about, who he wasn't just trying to manipulate for his own needs. And I think it would be interesting to see what kind of person he would choose, like, would he be with a witch, or would he fall for a human, or, would he lower himself to that? I don't know. So yeah, I'm pushing for it. I like to think he'd be with a werewolf. I think it would be interesting if he was with, like, some feisty, animalistic werewolf, this kind of crazy, rough relationship or something. I don't know, maybe I'm saying too much.
You've obviously given us some thought.
Do you think that with the presence of Klaus and all his family, the show has become more mature? Maybe at the beginning the show was for more younger audience.
In terms of our demographic, you mean?
Yes.
I'm
and the
really
story
not sure.
also?
Yeah, I hope so. You try and work on, on a number of levels so it'll appeal to a variety of ages. I think we're always going to have that core teen demographic because, like that's where we started or where they started before I joined them, and I think that's the wonderful thing about the Vampire Diaries fans is they're incredibly loyal, so we'll always kind of we'll always have those guys, but yeah, I hope so. I hope it starts to appeal to a broader spectrum of people of ages. What do my mates think of my? Is that your to colloquialise British? Back home, you mean?
Yeah.
Because
you're like a hybrid. It's a crazy.
Yeah, well, all of like my friends back home who know me were just like, oh, okay, so you're living that dream then, because I've always been obsessed with sort of gothic fantasy and the genre. So yeah, it's like the ultimate job for me. When I got the job and I said, I'm playing one of the oldest vampires in the world, and they're like, oh, well, that's kind of perfect for you then, you're going to have a lot of fun. And then to make the call and go, guess actually kind of half werewolf as well, like, are you writing this for yourself? Or, so yeah, they're just, they know it's a good fit for me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. We really, really appreciate it.